Hello, everybody, and welcome back to BrokeN Boys. This episode, 232, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm Mike.
I'm Colin.
And yeah, today we're going to talk about, some stuff. I don't think
Sure
anything...
are.
Sure are. I don't think there's anything too structural this week, so, we're going to be flying off the rails here, Colin and I. I guess we did have a big weekend last week with Bachelor party, so we will talk about that structurally, and then everything else, all goes, I guess. And, yeah. How are you, Colin? How was the week?
I'm doing. Week was all right. I'm doing all right.
Cool.
As Mike said, since the podcast, we had a big old weekend up at our buddy John's for our buddy Vince's bachelor party, whose wedding is a week from tomorrow as we're recording, which is wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought about that yesterday too. I was like, oh yeah, I should probably prepare my speech.
Yeah, me too.
But I think the three of us also need to coordinate just slightly on that. But
yes, for sure.
Yes. We'll text you.
Which was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Latest I've stayed up in the past couple months.
Yeah,
I think so. We had a lot of fun. We played a lot of games, some secret Hitlers, some code names, some I forget what the name of the card game, the pirate one was, but
I don't know either. It was
fun. That was fun. It was fun. I liked that game.
Oh wait, it was oh my god, sorry. Was it Scold or something like that? No.
Skull, like Black Skull or something.
Black Skull,
maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Something like that. But it was fun. Got to hang out with the four of us, of course, the base group, and then had a couple of Vince's friends
Skull
there
King
as well.
Sorry,
Skull King.
Yep.
Okay.
But yes,
that's it. Caleb and Matt were there as well, and they were a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think they both fit in very well with the group dynamic, especially Caleb. And played some Jackbox. Had a couple bangers in there myself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of fun. We can you'll probably mention things that I didn't. But that was fun, and then came back. Came back on Sunday. I was feeling a little peckish on the way in, so
I could have given you a peck before you left.
Oh well, I mean you did, but
yeah, could have given you one more for the road.
I wish. Didn't think about it though. I was worried about your car. So
yeah.
But we're down here in the South, so I wanted to try Bojangles for the first time.
Oh.
And that was pretty good. Pretty good. They got a good seasoning on their stuff. But it's I just had a chicken sandwich. I think they're more known for their like piece chicken more than their like chicken sandwiches, kind of like a Popeyes type of thing, or a KFC or whatever chicken place you go to that's not Cane's or like Dave's, right. That don't just do tenders. But it was good. Had a little good sandwich, and then worked throughout the week. Yesterday was the only full day of work I've had since I've been back because we've been slow and I've been sent home early, which is fine. But money's cool too.
Yeah.
But this is probably the last week it's going to happen for the next few months until like Christmas time.
Yeah, school's probably starting really soon, isn't it?
Yes, it is. People are going to be moving in. It's going to be great. I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm. I can hear it in your voice.
But work's been okay. Nothing too crazy or anything. But yeah, been watching some things. I watched Gladiator for the first time. Which is a movie I've meant to watch for a very long time, and I finally got around to it, and it's very good.
Cool.
There's Russell Crowe, Joaquin Phoenix, just banger actors in there, and they did a great job. I feel like there's a lot of that a lot in that movie is influenced stuff in like recent times as cinema has gone on, because there's a moment where Russell Crowe's character like reveals himself to Joaquin Phoenix's character, and he's like, "I am Maximus Dismas Meridius," and it was just like, it was very reminiscent of like, "I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides" from Dune. And just like that, and like being in the sand and everything, I was like, man, this is just Dune in ancient Rome, huh?
Old Dune.
And also like God of War, like the old God of Wars were very influenced by the story, I think.
That makes sense. I haven't seen the Gladiator, by the way, but this just makes sense,
Yeah, I recommend it. It's very good.
Yeah.
But it was good. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but Smash Summer Games is back after like 6 years. Sorry.
You're good.
And that was a big thing for my like growing up on YouTube and like watching Smash and everything. Those were like things that I really look forward to every summer when they were coming out. And just seeing it with like this cast that I love and I've been obsessed with for the last like year or so. It's just been really cool to see. It's very well produced. They got like 4K cameras in there.
Yeah.
I love it, and I love Smash very much. Been watching a lot of Don't Win Mario Party, which is very fun as well. New Fortnite season started, which is pretty cool. It's very like Helldivers-y. Just like killing bugs in space, but yeah, it's fun. They got some Power Rangers stuff in there.
Yeah. I haven't done any of the Battle Royale yet.
Yeah, I played a couple yesterday, and it was there's a couple of guns that are in there that are kind of wild. Max and I were like driving in a car, and suddenly like a fucking giant missile hit us, and like took down most of my health, and then they hit us with it again and just completely obliterated us. It was like, I think they finally put in a weapon to like decimate cars instantly, so you can't like run away in them.
Sounds incredible to me. That's what I've been waiting for,
Right. Which would be cool to have. I haven't gotten one yet, but it's not fun to be on the receiving end.
Yeah. Don't be in a car. I guess that's just what I gotta say.
But yeah, I mean, I listened to a couple new things, or at least last night. I listened to Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You by Ethel Cain. And I listened to God Does Like Ugly by JID.
Did your homework?
I did do my homework, of course. I did listen to all of Ethel last night, and then I got halfway through JID and I got too sleepy, so I had to finish it this morning. But,
the JID album's a little long, and then Ethel's even longer. So
yeah. I was gearing up to listen. I was already a little sleepy when I started, but I saw that Ethel was like an hour 10 and JID was 57 minutes, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
I'm not a young man anymore. But those are both very good. I'm sure we can talk about those more later. I don't know if you'll listen to both at all.
I actually didn't listen to either. I did not do my homework. I forget exactly why. I had a little bit of a headache last night, so I went to bed I went to bed a little early, and I did not do my homework.
Well,
sorry, teacher.
No, it's okay. I'll get into it when we talk about music news.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically my week. Just I'm also really hankering for a new story game to play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I finished Donkey Kong, so now I'm like, there are plenty of games that I have that I could play,
Yeah.
but something about a new game. I'm really drooling over.
Mm-hmm.
The Ghost of Yote, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, comes out in October, and that's probably the next one that I'll
Mm-hmm.
be really interested in. But
Did you play the first Ghost of Tsushima? I don't remember.
yeah, I
Yeah.
did. It's very good, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of very cool new combat mechanics that they show in the new one that I'm excited for.
Cool.
But yeah, that's basically my week. How was yours, Mike?
Uh, Week was fine. I guess a bit eventful in some ways, but not in others. Uh, Big thing though, like you said, we had the bachelor party last weekend. You did kind of go through some of the stuff, but Secret Hitler was fun. There was a picture you took of John's cat Mac.
Mm-hmm.
With
You're
edited
also
down a
in right
little.
now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think this deserves to be seen by the people.
I
This
think so
is.
as well.
I think Hitler would be a very proud of your art. As an art connoisseur. Um, uh, yeah. Pictures. That's just gold, dude. I love that the board game is right next to him too. Um,
It worked
um,
out so well. I took a lot
yeah.
of pictures of that damn cat.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a very photogenic cat. And but you also got to we all kind of got to meet him that weekend. The
Mhm.
cat, not John. And Matt he's pretty cool. He's a cool guy. Definitely got some kitten tendencies to him. Very energetic. I'm not sure if I saw him because I remember when my guys were kittens. They would like play all day, and then they would just like knock out. They would just
Mhm.
they would be out. I'm not sure if Mac ever reached that point. He just kind of was always down to clown. Um, but
there was a moment where he was like sleeping in one of the lawn chairs, and then
uh-huh.
like we got excited about something, and then he was like jolted awake. So
Yeah.
there were moments where he calmed down, but then we were too energetic for him, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But he also discovered that he can jump on counters that weekend,
Mhm.
and he was being a little rascal with that. He was also being a little rascal when we were doing Jackbox because I had my laptop out and the laptop is warm. And when he was laying down like behind it, I was like, okay, that's fine. But then I think I was doing one of my presentations and I
Yeah,
had the laptop like half closed or something. Or wait, was that? I don't know. I
I
think
think.
I think I'm not. Maybe I had the laptop open at that point because I think that's when he walked all over the keyboard.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
very cat activity. And somehow completely like locked me out of Jackbox and like exited the game. I don't even know what buttons he pushed. But um,
He
he's a cute.
DDoSed you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I got DDoS by Mac. But cute little guy. And I think everyone there was a cute little guy. We had a good time with everybody. That was not the latest I had stayed up in years, or in a little bit. I think, but when you said that like that was the longest you'd stayed up in a while, I think that was true for like everyone but me and John.
Yeah, yeah,
I was surprised how late so that they were staying up. They were pushing themselves a bit. I'm like,
yeah.
it's not me doing this. This is all them. So, but
They didn't want to. They didn't want to be party poopers. So,
yeah, I guess not. Um,
respect it.
but Saturday we kind of had like the main chunk of events that we didn't really
Yes, yes.
talk about, or Colin didn't really talk about. I think he was saving some stuff for me. And yeah, the first thing was the escape room. That was kind of really the only plan we had for the bachelor party.
Mhm.
Everything else was vibe based, which was cool. I really enjoyed that. But the escape room, we paid for that ahead of time and went to it. It was mafia based. Um,
Mhm.
and we had an hour and 15 minutes to get through a bunch of rooms, solve some clues and stuff, and we did pretty well. We got
Yeah.
we got to the last room, but we only had like a minute to solve it or something. Uh,
Yeah.
I think if we had like 4 to 5, we probably could have done it. But yeah, it was a cool experience. Definitely a lot of fun to do. I I tried being a good help, but there was just I think Vince and maybe it was Vince and Caleb a little bit. They were jumping at the clues like I mean I don't blame them for doing this, but like they just kind of were in the proximity of the clues at all times. So like they were always like solving stuff, and I was like trying to pick up scraps, trying to see like what other people were missing. Um,
Mhm.
but I had one good moment of finding a hidden little poster with a phone number on it,
Yes,
and I
sir.
was like, my contribution. But yeah, no, it was fun.
It was.
Uh,
I had I had done that one previously with
yeah,
my family, but we we failed um like 2 rooms before the end
yeah,
when we went, and then uh we were kind of stuck on that as a group of friends as well. In the little train in the before you get on the train room.
mm,
Um and that's I was like, oh, I was really worried about failing in the same place again. Um but it had been like close to 4 years, so I didn't
yeah,
remember anything. Luckily, there was only like one thing where it's like, oh, you got to use the hook to grab the thing, and that's the only thing that I really remembered.
mm,
Um, but it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I think it's kind of hard to really participate when there's as many people as we had, because
yeah,
there's gonna be there's gonna be at least a couple people that are kind of left out.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I was doing the escape room kind of like how I mean, you played Peak with me before.
yeah.
Um, I was kind of doing it in the same way. I was kind of doing my own solo thing, trying to see what
Mhm.
others are missing, trying to figure stuff out. And then when I do that, I think it's good to have someone doing that just in case there are things missing. But at the same time, I'm kind of out of the know of what exactly is going on. Like in that first,
Yeah.
like there was a first room we had that had like a bunch of stuff with like weed jars and like a poster that you were
Mhm.
like mixing it to, and like lights and stuff like that that were aligned to the poster. And I was like, I, you guys are all figuring this out before me. I would be catching up and like in the way if I'm out. So
Yeah.
I was just trying to unlock the lockbox that was next to it. But yeah, no, it was fun though. I'm glad that we did that. I definitely want to do another escape room though. When I was talking about that to my neighbors, they were interested, and
Mhm.
that would be an interesting crew. And I think
Yes.
I would definitely want Vanessa in there as well.
Yeah.
I need another I need another good brain.
Level-headed.
I love my neighbors, but I need another good brain. We would be just Daniel and I think otherwise.
A lot of hotheads in that
Yeah,
group.
and even Daniel, he's not the most puzzle oriented boy. So, um, but yeah, but that was fun though. Is there anything else I'm missing with the? Oh, I guess there was like a punching bag before the escape room that we
Yeah.
tried doing, um, and that might have been the first time I've ever thrown a punch. Honestly, I'm not sure if I've ever done one of those machines before. It's
I
not.
think I've done one of those machines, but I'm
Yeah,
not very good at them.
yeah, me neither.
I'm
But
I'm a gentle guy,
yeah,
you know.
me too. Gentle Giants, you know. Um, is there anything else about the escape room?
We tried to make Vince wear a bride to
Oh
be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
badge, but he wasn't having it.
Yeah, he was not very. I mean, he wore it for some pictures.
Yeah.
But
He didn't want the attention, which I completely understand.
yeah,
Um,
no, I
but
can feel
we
it.
got some
Yeah,
pictures. Um,
not like me where I can wear my birthday girl pin with pride.
yeah, some people are more courageous than others,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I can send a picture of us at the end of it
Oh yeah, 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 you should.
as
Um,
well.
but yeah, yeah, we did good. It was a good crew to do that. There we are.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, our name was Max Mafia. Which
Yes,
it's pretty good. Um, uh,
boobies.
yeah,
Uh,
Evolution. Oh yeah, I guess that's the other thing to mention. There was some cool effects and stuff in there too. Like
yeah.
there was a point where I didn't really completely see this, but where we used TNT to blow something up. and the effects of it were really cool. I heard the boom, and then I went over. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And like it was all smoky and shit. And I was like, "Damn,
Yeah.
that's cool." There was like an elevator that we did that actually took us to like a different part of it. Um, and there was a point where we were on a train, Chicago train, and
Hmm.
yeah, the way they had the hydraulics or whatever underneath it, like shaking it, felt very real. It felt like we were moving a little bit.
Yeah,
So cool. It was cool. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
me too. It was awesome.
Yeah. Then after that, we did what I think Colin enjoyed even more. We did mini golf.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a little
My favorite.
spot that we went by on the way up, and John was like, "Oh, that's a cool place." And then we were like, "Well, let's see if we could do some mini golf before eating some food." And we sure did mini golf. Uh, Colin, you want to talk about mini golf?
So I don't know what happened with me.
Mhm.
I think I had a headache
You did. Yeah.
beforehand. I was pretty. I think we were all pretty hungry, but um, it was just my. I think it was mostly my headache. It was just like I wasn't doing too hot.
It was hot
At mini
also
golf.
a little bit.
It was also hot,
Yeah.
yeah, and there was a lot of a lot of people there, and just there was a little kid sticking a golf ball in his pants.
I
It was a
missed
lot.
that one.
Uh, oh, you did?
Was that the
Yeah,
kid in
no,
front of us?
yeah.
Yeah,
He
makes
like
sense.
he grabbed his golf ball and then he stuck his whole hand in the back of his pants. And we and a couple of us were like hole in one, but
That's awesome.
but uh, yeah, just I was not doing too hot at mini golf.
Yeah.
I was I got many bogeys,
Mm.
as the golfers say. But there's always next time.
There's always
Just
next time.
just got to go in without a headache next time. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I ended up doing all right. I was doing really bad at first, but then I kind of started getting in the swing of things. And but I think if I played as well as I did in the last like few holes the entire game, I'd be in contention for winning. But I
Yeah.
did decent. It was an all right course. There's a lot of kind of like strange quirks to it.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. It was just kind of like pretty run of the mill mini golf, but there was cool like it had a cool I guess elevation element to it with some
Yeah.
very very blue water, and like
Yes.
it was like a big waterfall too, and the water was very blue, and I kept making the joke that it was Powerade because that's just what it looks like. But
And in reference to to a disgraced Cody Co, that's blue ass water.
exactly, yeah, I did make that reference, and I was like, oh
You
yeah,
did.
that's a guy I'm not shouldn't be. But yeah, I just realized I haven't heard his name in a little bit. I know that he was trying to come back at
Yeah.
one point. But
He's selling something. I forget what it is. It's like granola or something now.
yeah, that
And
sounds about
DJing.
right. And DJ,
So,
yeah. I know someone else who got canceled who's DJing as well. But anyways, after mini golf, we went to go get some long-awaited food. And it was at a burger place that like most of y'all have been to, at least everyone from the area. And I'd never been there before. And goddamn, uh, that was a good ass burger.
yeah.
That was some really good food. Like I didn't know we had a place like that kind of near us. And I guess I'm not name dropping just not to dox us somewhat, but yeah, it was really
Gatekeeping it.
yeah, we're gatekeeping, yeah. Get Rainbolt on this shit. But yeah, I got like it was like a barbecue burger with brisket, a little bit of mac and cheese on top of it,
Mhm.
and bacon bits. I think that was all that was on it, but it was really really good. And Matt ordered some cheese curds,
Mm.
and that was like I said, I got Wisconsin in my blood. I'm Wisconsinite by heart. Wisconsinite by heart, and that may have been the best fried cheese curd I've ever had. That shit was so good.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back there, even if it's
Oh,
just for me.
it was so fucking good.
It was
Um,
delicious.
It especially hit because we hadn't eaten since like I
Right.
don't know 10:30 in
Yeah.
the morning, and it was like 6-7 at that point, 6-7. I don't know that one.
Yeah.
But
And also
yeah,
what
just
we ate at 10:30. I mean, I don't know what you had, but I just had like an egg McMuffin and a hash brown. So like
yeah.
it wasn't like a meal we had or something.
Nah. Oh yeah, I had a couple chicken biscuits and a hash brown.
Yeah.
So um, it
Nugget and a
was
biscuit.
yeah,
Mhm.
chicken and biscuit, nugget biscuit.
Yeah.
But it's McDonald's breakfast hits, but if it's the
Hmm.
only thing you eat for like 7-8 hours, it's like
Yeah.
you're ready for a fucking good burger, and
Yeah.
those were some fucking good
Good
burgers.
burger. Yeah.
Me and Vince
Describe your
got
burger. Yeah.
the same one. I think it was like the something. It was like something fatty. It was like
Yeah.
"Call Me by Your Name, Fatty" or something like that.
Yeah.
It was good. It had like avocado pico de gallo. It had like chili lime crema. It had briskets. It was
Yeah. That
god.
that was one of the ones I was debating.
Um, it was really fucking good. And we also all got garlic parmesan fries. We just
Hmm.
like you started it, we all went around the table, and Caleb was like, I don't know, I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know if I should stick with the crowd or um and our waitress was like, I think you gotta stick with it.
Yeah.
he
The
gotta stick.
waitress upsailed.
Yeah. She did her job.
Hmm.
At least at that point.
Yeah.
And but those burgers were fucking delicious, and I think
Hmm.
it might have been Vince's downfall. But
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah,
Sunday
that's
morning
right. Yeah.
it's not a happy camper
Well, it was
before we
either
left.
that or the all the alcohol he drank the night before, but
Could have been that,
yeah.
but
um,
it was both him and Caleb, and they both had some of Caleb's burgers. So,
yeah,
um,
but yeah, she was fucking good.
oh
But yeah, then we went back, and I think that's when we played Jackbox. I think that's the night
yeah,
we played, and just kind of chilled again for the night. And yeah, it was a good time. I mean, it was a really good group of guys. So we were just I think the main joke of the weekend was Vince's fiance told them before he came that he no kissing was allowed, and
yeah.
it's just like basically the joke of the weekend was like, hey, there's a lot you can do without kissing. And anytime Vince would mention making out, I'm like, Vince, that's the rule. You can't do that. He's like, shit. But yeah, that was a fun running joke. I feel like she was really setting us up for that one.
She knows her audience.
She does, yeah. Um, but yeah. I'm not sure if there's much more to mention about Bachelor Weekend.
There was one thing. Matt brought a jar full of jelly beans
Oh
from
yeah.
this place. And he did like the how like guess how many there are. Whoever gets closest wins. We all threw out our guesses, and I'm very bad at those things.
Hmm.
I cannot like I don't even know how to fathom how many things are in something.
Yeah.
Um, but I think I was like the third lowest or something number. I went with like 168.
Hmm.
Um, and then Matt was like, "Well, somebody is away by one." And then he threw a bag of jelly beans at me, and it was like 167. So
Yeah. You you
it was pretty sick.
you counted those jelly beans beforehand.
I did, I
You
did.
knew he gave you insider info.
I
Um,
touched the jar, and I got like it just all
Chewy Neutron brain
clocked in my
blast.
brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
But those were some good fucking jelly beans though
oh
too.
yeah.
That was also a running thing of the weekend was just how much we were snacking on those jelly beans. Because they were I don't remember. Did he say he got those from like near him in Indiana? I don't even remember the
I
origin
think so.
story. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
But I've never had like I guess authentic jelly beans before. I've only had like jelly bellies or whatever the hell processed shit. And
Mhm.
like it was like so good. Like they were bigger. Like they looked like what was it like sour bites or something, right? Um,
Like cherry sours and
yeah, it was like the size of those without the sour. And it had like a shell around it, but like the shell would like melt in your mouth. Like it was like
Yeah.
It was so good. Those blue raspberry ones in particular, like, oh my god.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm
Um,
I'm not I'm not like a big jelly bean guy, but
Me
those were
neither.
like, woo.
Yeah.
Those were more like gummy candy than anything. They're so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. It's delicious. But yeah, I mean, we're saying our goodbyes on Sunday. And my car had some trouble starting up. Um, and I had my self starting, jumper thing this time,
Mhm.
thankfully. Because my car had that issue last week too. I kind of had a feeling it might do it again at John's house, and it did. And I was like, all right, probably should get this checked out sometime soon.
Yeah.
And did that. And then we headed out. I was a little hungry because we didn't end up doing like a big breakfast or anything because Vince wasn't feeling too well, and I think people weren't super hungry for that. And I was like, all
Mhm.
right, I'll get myself some food. I On DoorDash I ordered like a poke bowl to pick up or whatever
Mhm.
from a place near us. Um, and that shit was good. But I got out of my car for like a minute to go pick it up, and then went to start it up again after driving it for like 20 minutes to get to that place,
Yeah.
and instantly dead again. I was like,
Sick, dude.
uh-oh. The car was up for a minute. um, and I called my dad. I was like, hey, so this happened, this happened. He was like, I think you should go to Walmart now to get a new
Yeah.
battery. And I was like, okay. So I jump started it again, and ate my poke bowl in the car before heading over there, just because I didn't want to bring that into the Walmart auto shop or whatever. um, um, and you know, did that. And they said it was gonna be like multiple hours. So like I
Yeah.
had my dad. I asked him if he was cool picking me up or something, just so I could
Mhm.
go home and come back. And as we were heading out from there, um, the guy who like helped at the counter, my dad was like asked him, he was like, "Oh, was it bad or whatever?" He's like, "Oh yeah, this is like the worst I've ever seen." I was like,
Oh
"Oh
my
gosh,
god.
I didn't know my battery was doing that bad." um, but yeah, I got a new battery for the car after the bachelor party, and yeah, oh yeah, but they said it would be multiple hours, but then literally by the time my dad and I got back, I checked like the receipt that Walmart gives you, and you can like track the progress or whatever, and like it finished
Mhm.
like as soon as we got home, and I was like,
Oh, dude.
I was like, all right, well, back out we go. um, but yeah, that was that. But I have a new battery now, and I don't think it's giving me any issues. The day after, when I started up the car, it felt like it took like a millisecond longer than it should have to start up, and maybe I'm just like paranoid of it now. But it's been doing fine though. And yeah. And then
Mhm.
I guess for the rest of my week, that was a little bit of collaborative bachelor party week thing. But work was all right. Monday it was super slow. Like there was like nobody there, and I think it was kind of the first purge of people, because I'm working at a temp agency, and we're there doing Halloween candy for the Halloween season, and I think we're starting to get towards the end of Halloween season, and yeah, there was like nobody there on Monday. like, so it was a bit of a skeleton crew, but it was slow, but not like unbearably slow. Like the time went by all right, and I was like, all right, you know what, that actually was not too bad of a day. And then Tuesday, just because of the boxes that I had and the guy next to me had, made a it was very sweaty and intense day a little bit, just because they were
Yeah.
fast and a bitch and stuff like that. And Yeah, so that sucked a little bit. And then Wednesday I went into work, and went to there's like someone who like checks our ID at the start and then like signs us in or whatever. Um, and she told me, she was like, so you are an extra today. So you could have a seat over there, and then we'll let you know if we need you. And I was like, okay. So I went and sat down. Apparently, I mean, I knew I got in there a little bit later than other people, but I'm like never like late to clock in or anything, because like our shift
Mhm.
starts at 3, and we're allowed to start clocking in at 2:55. And I always time it so that like I miss the first crowd of people just because I don't like waiting behind a bunch of people or whatever, the way that they have the lines there. So like
Mhm.
I always walk in just like a little bit late, but like I'm always still clocking in by like 2:57, 2:58 or something like that. But apparently I was I was a late boy. I don't know. But they yeah, they said I was an extra, and then like 10 minutes go by after us waiting there. They radioed in like, "Hey, do you need uh we have 80 people in there and we have 8 extra. Do you need any extras?" And they're like, "No." And then she's like, "All right." So then she dismissed us. She said, "You'll get 4 hours of pay." And I was like, "Hey, that's not too bad." Just got $80 for driving to and from work, I guess,
Yeah.
on a Wednesday as well, the middle of the week. And I was like, "All right, that's kind of nice." So I went home, enjoyed my Wednesday, did a couple errands beforehand, um, and yeah, just kind of relaxed. And that was pretty nice. And then I woke up on Thursday, and I had a text saying, "Hey, don't come in tomorrow or Friday." From
Oh,
I was like, "Uh oh." Well, I was okay with the one day off a little bit, but I kind of do like you were saying. Monday's kind of nice,
yeah, yeah.
especially the weekend of the wedding. Is when
Right.
I will be getting paid. Um, and yeah, so yeah, I did not work Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday this week. Today being Friday. So we can have as long of an episode as we want this week. Um, but yeah, that was something. So we're definitely getting towards the end of Halloween. They did say that everyone is well, okay, so Thursday it sounded like it was just me. Well, not just me, but like I was like a chosen person who wasn't scheduled to come in. And then
Uh-huh.
today it said the entire shift isn't coming in. So. But they did say that Monday they're planning on everyone coming back and stuff, and I'm like, okay. At least I put in my request for paid time off for the wedding on Friday. At least I put that in early in the week. So,
Yeah.
well, at least I didn't put that off because otherwise that might have been a little squirrely trying to get that organized before like the week of me wanting to take the PTO. Anyways, so I'm looking for some new work. Long story
Do they not
short,
like go into like Christmas candy right after
they do,
Halloween? Or...
but Halloween is such it's like by far the most massive like stuff that
Yeah.
like it's like mini candies and stuff is like basically what we produce. Like
Right.
it's not like the full bars and like whatever. So like
Okay.
mini candies and Halloween pretty much synonymous. Oh my god, synonymous
Synonymous.
with one another. Um and So yeah, it's like a big thing for that. I think the second biggest is actually Valentine's Day.
Okay. Yeah.
But Christmas, they have their own stuff as well. But they do keep some people. So like I guess I could be part of that potentially, just because I do
Mhm.
actually do somewhat
Sure.
important work there.
Yeah.
And like the main big boss, he does like me. Like it was last week, I think. Me and this other guy that I work with, I like. Well, he's the guy that said that he doesn't like Last of Us 2 because they killed Joel or whatever.
Right.
He's a good guy otherwise. But the main boss was telling us, he was like, "Hey, I'm not sure if anyone has told you this, guys, but we really appreciate you two in particular. Like, you guys are very hard workers and like help get shit done around here that needs to get done." And he like said that specifically to us, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." um,
Oh,
yeah,
thanks.
yeah. But there's that, and then there's also like apparently I've had the possibility of like doing a different position there too, something that's a little more even more important. But you know, I think they quote unquote interviewed me for that like a month ago at this point, and I haven't really heard
Oh.
anything except the person saying like, yeah, I submitted you and I'm waiting for approval or something. So I I have no idea. Anyways, yeah, I so there's a chance that they could have me stick around. I'm not even really sure if I want to stick around, just because it's
Yeah.
been fairly intense, and like I think it would be now that I have, because the main point of that job in the first place for me is like I want to reaccumulate some funds because I did not have funds before that, and
Yeah.
now I'm in a little bit better of a place just because I haven't really been spending too much, and it's been decent paychecks, so I'm kind of cool working somewhere a little more chill as well.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
um, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much my week though in terms of stuff. I did listen to a few things despite not doing my homework last night. The most reviewed thing of this week was Dangerous Summer by Yeet. Um, and I was not a fan. Like it wasn't too bad. It was kind of like, it had a good energy to it, I guess, but it just really not my thing. But whatever. And then after that, I listened to Surface Tension by Dev Lemons, just because I was enjoying those Dev Lemons songs last year, and I kind of want to keep up with her a little bit. And it's her debut album, but it's like literally 21 minutes long, so it feels just like another EP. And I feel like I don't know, I wasn't huge on it. Like it's not bad by any means. I think the last song on it is actually pretty good. But it's just kind of like I'm not sure how much of Dev Lemon's music you've heard except for like the song of the week I had last year or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
but it felt very stereotypical Dev Lemons type music, where like it's kind of serious but kind of not, but also kind of serious, and like it's like I don't know, it's like I feel like it's a weird line that she doesn't always successfully cross for me. And the album was like, it was okay, but it wasn't really my thing though. But and then after that, I did do my homework somewhat. But I listened to Preacher's Daughter by Ethel Cain.
There you go.
Yeah, because yeah, I mean, I did listen to it like on the way to work on, or well, to and from work on like Tuesday. And I did enjoy it in that sense. But then after I got, no work and stuff for the rest of the week, I was like, you know what, let's do a closer listen to this. So I listened
Mhm.
with like lyrics and stuff and like reading Genius annotations and things like that. And yeah, it's a great album. It's like super ambitious in like really cool ways. And I think for an album that is so conceptual heavy, especially in the first part of the record, I think it's a little hard to follow the story
Mhm.
that's going on because there's a lot of characters and stuff that aren't even really like mentioned by name. It's only mentioned in Genius annotations basically.
Yeah.
And so it's a little like there's obviously like emotions and themes to each of the songs, but it's a little hard to follow. But like starting from like I guess around the halfway point to the end, it really does come into like this really unique horror like vibe to it, that
Mhm.
I think is executed very well. And I enjoy the songs on there too, and just like the amount of genre blending that the songs go between, but somehow feel natural to the record is really cool too.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to Willoughby as well. But I think Preacher's Daughter is a great record, and I see why people have been raving about that for the last few years. So
Mhm.
yeah, uh, that's about it for me though. We are pretty far in though, just because we talked about Bachelor Party and stuff for a bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I got.
All right. Well, in terms of music, Lollapalooza happened in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some cool things. I've been on a little Joe kick because they performed and they did the way that he sings end of beginning
Mm-hmm. Oh
live
yeah,
is like it just scratches my brain
I'm sure
in a
that
way.
that hit at Lala as well.
Oh
That
yeah.
song in particular.
Yeah, it was just seeing clips of that, I was like, "Oh, man, that's a band I really would love to see live."
Mm-hmm.
But for this tour, their only date in Chicago was Lala, so,
Wow.
kind of unattainable for people, but,
Yeah.
yeah, that was good. Olivia Rodrigo performed. I think this was the last show for Guts, but the festival after was the last show of Guts for her. But at Lala, she brought out Weezer and did.
I was gonna say I saw that clip somewhere. Yeah.
I think they did like Buddy Holly and
Yeah.
Say It Ain't So.
That's cool.
But that's sick. And then she posted on like Instagram that Weezer was her first concert, and I'm like, damn, Rod based.
That is pretty based, honestly.
And that's probably around Ratitude.
Yeah. Even more
but,
based, I guess.
But that was cool. I think Sabrina Carpenter performed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler put on a good show from what it seemed. Magdalena Bay was there, and people were digging that as well.
Yeah.
It seemed like a good lineup this year. So happy for those people.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Brad taste in music situation last week, but it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah. I saw a meme that was like how did it go? Like what's the opposite of we're so back? Or it's so over. Yeah, it was like a news report thing, and it was like it's so over, and then it's more over than it could have been, and then like then it's like a third third layer. It's like it's over more than like we could have even predicted possibly. Yeah, that's pretty much the Brad taste lore here at this point.
No, he made a disc track.
Well,
kind of thing.
You should talk about what happened before that.
Go ahead. I don't know if I saw that part.
Yeah. Oh, you. Well, I mean, there was last week he self-reported himself for domestic abuse.
Yes.
And tried to downplay it by saying, well, actually, I don't remember if this part happened before the pod, but he was like, my family and I, we yelled to get our point across that I just come from a loud family. We, that's just what we do. As someone, my neighbors are a loud family, and like I kind of like, so, even though I obviously don't agree with, I completely supported Tina last week. I could kind of see where it's like, okay, maybe I could see how that could happen. And then I don't know, he like went on another thing of like, after being like, I don't know. I'm trying to. It's so fucking confusing. He basically, just stirred the pot again and like tried to accuse Tina of, they were both abusive to each other or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Tina, with the help of Brad's old mods and stuff like that, they leaked the actual recording.
Oh, yeah.
They leaked the actual recording of, the event that got him arrested for domestic abuse. And to be clear, just because I think it should be clear, and she said this herself too, nothing physical ever happened, physical violence, but it was very emotional, domestic abuse, and like verbal and like all that kind of stuff. But anyways, the recording, she leaked the recording of what got him arrested. And like this wasn't just like, yelling to get your point across or something like that. It was like legit screaming at the top of your lungs in like what sounds like the face of your partner, and like yelling at them to look you in the eyes when they're talking to you and shit like that. Like it was really disgusting shit. I don't blame you if you didn't. Did you listen to any of that recording?
No, I mean, now that you mentioned that that was the thing that happened, I do remember that being talked about, but I didn't look into it because I wasn't really in the mood.
Yeah, well, the recording wasn't out last week, but it is now, because, like I said, he was stirring the pot again and accusing her of shit, and she's like, all right, well, this is what happened. This is the audio of what happened. And I honestly wouldn't recommend watching it, but it's just, like, so clear how emotionally manipulative he was of her, like, telling her to look him in the eyes when he's talking to her, and, like, very... I don't know. It's just bad. It's very bad. And like it's irredeemably like, what the fuck. I definitely don't want to be supporting this guy at this point, in any way, shape, or form. And yeah. So yeah, fuck that guy. And I
Yeah.
once again, basically what I said, in because John was asking like, oh, so what happened to Brad Taste? I'm like, that's a loaded question. But you know, basically what I summed it up with was like, you know, I hope he doesn't kill himself still. But
Yeah.
like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. And, oh, and then sorry, yeah, and then he did a 45-minute freestyle DJ session, um, talking about the drama kind of
Mhm.
incoherently, and like also bringing up other stuff too that's hard to tell if it's like, you know, that weird Brad humor of just like being ridiculous over a hip hop beat, or if he's actually being serious. It's like it's such a tone deaf thing. I think it's intentionally tone deaf, which doesn't make it any better.
No.
But like it's like I don't know. It's a fucking mess. I think honestly he was putting his own I don't know, digging his own. I don't know what word I'm putting the final nail in the coffin himself. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
digging his own grave.
He's been digging his own grave. He's
Yeah,
putting
he's
the final nail is what I was going for though.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, just you know, I said it last week, but you know, it just sucks to see somebody that you supported
Yeah.
pretty pretty big
Hmm.
at one point, just to, you know, throw that all away and be a complete piece of shit. Um
Yeah.
it's been good to see the other people online supporting Tina though. They, you know, they had like Fantano and
Yeah.
Albus and a bunch of other people standing with Tina and just voicing their support for her. So
Yeah.
um it's just like, damn. But yeah, Brad needs to get the fuck off the internet and
Yeah. Forever.
get some help. But
Yeah.
um, I don't know. But yeah, that's probably the last we'll talk about that, unless something big
I think it
happens.
should
Yeah,
be the last, honestly.
yeah,
Like honestly, me personally, I wasn't even gonna bring up the stuff that happened this week just because I think it's so damning within and of itself. But you know,
yeah. My bad.
no, it's fine. I didn't communicate that to you. But I think it's something that I guess should be talked about in some capacity. So,
Yeah, but
but
yeah, there's that.
yeah,
21 Pilots is threatening to release new music.
God damn it.
Drum show off of Breach has been listed on like playlists,
Oh shit.
like weekly playlists and stuff. Like Apple Music had it up there. Um, like on some release website that people stalk.
Yeah,
Um,
that's how
they,
the singles have been leaked before, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's been stuff for Drum Show being the next thing. It also is supported by the fact that Tyler posted a picture of them in a parking garage filming a video of Josh's drums in a parking garage.
Yeah.
So you know, that might release today, might
Oh
release
shit.
early next week. Who knows?
We'll
But
see. Honestly, I don't remember if I mentioned this on pod, but it definitely they're a little overdue at this point for another single.
yeah,
Like there's been a couple points where I'm like, oh yeah, 21 Pilots album is coming out when I should not be feeling that about my favorite band. But
no.
um, yeah,
This is like the longest they've gone between singles for an album,
yeah, and they haven't
which
really
is weird.
done much besides
No.
reveal the track list. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lead up to the contract was like, it's coming in 12 days, and
Right.
then, you
Yeah.
know, a countdown every day, and it was like, oh, it's huge, Breach is here, haha, and then they've been for
Yeah.
like 2 months.
And then
So
21 Pilots fans dig into it. It's like, oh, but in the lyrics he's saying, but I'm just trying to stay quiet. And it's like, okay, we're pushing. It's just at some point it's just bad marketing. But I love the boys, but you know.
but Jenna, Tyler's wife, posted on Instagram of like a bunch of things they've been doing this summer, and
Mhm.
it's just crazy to see all those kids growing up.
Yeah.
Because I still remember vividly when he announced that Jenna was pregnant with Rosie
Oh yeah.
at a festival, and that was like a huge moment. And now there's three of them,
Yeah.
and
There's three Rosies.
there's three Rosies. There might as well be. There's at least two.
Yeah.
Tommy is switched from Tyler to Jenna
Oh
in a
really?
matter of a year.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
a recent picture of him, I guess.
Tommy came out with like brown hair, and he was like, "Oh, that's Tyler," and now he's a blonde hair, blue eyed baby. It's like Tyler's genetics just were not.
Oh yeah,
They don't put up a fight at all.
yeah. I'm looking right
Um,
now. Yeah,
Junie looks a lot like Tyler, but
yeah,
the other two are just Jenna.
yeah.
So it's like, um, yeah, it's just very cute. There's a video in there of Tyler playing Mulberry Street and the kids just like singing and dancing around.
Mm.
Um, and Tommy showing off his basketball skills as well. But yeah, very cute.
Yeah.
And then, as I mentioned earlier, 2 albums released last night. JID, God Does Like Ugly, and Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You by Ethel Cain.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to both. I definitely need more another listen of both records. For now, I don't think that either are as good as the previous records by either artist. I think the JID one, like JID is just like extremely talented, and just the way he switches between flows on anything he releases ever is fucking
Yeah.
insane.
Probably in terms of flow, I think he's the best rapper I've ever heard. Like,
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
crazy. Yeah.
He's insane, and it's so good. There's a lot. I'm not saying that either of these albums are bad by any means. They're just
Yeah.
not up there like the last couple by either one.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Forever Story is like one of my favorite hip hop records ever. It's so good.
Yeah, it's
definitely gonna be in my top 10 of the 2020s for sure. It's just like it's, oh my god. But this one, there's a lot of good stuff on it. The production on it is really cool throughout it. There's a couple good singing moments from him, like we got on the Forever Story as well, which I'm happy to see. But just nothing like captured me as much as a lot of the songs on the Forever Story did on this one. But like I said, I need more than one listen. I think I also suffered from listening to half of it last night and half of it this morning.
Yeah. And half asleep, yeah.
Half asleep, yeah, that as well.
I understand.
Like like the first song I was like not feeling last night until it got like halfway through it, and then it kind of clicked with me. But like the rest of what I listened to last night, I was like, yeah, it was pretty good, I guess. And then I had to pass out. But the second half of the record that I listened to this morning hit more with me. I liked it a lot. Definitely recommend listening to it. And then Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You by Ethel Cain. There's a lot of really good stuff on here as well. I really enjoyed a vast majority of it. There's a couple of cool instrumental tracks in there. There's an interlude and a theme for Willoughby. But there's probably a story to this one too. I don't know if it connects to Preacher's Daughter.
I mean, like I said, the genius annotations on Preacher's Daughter helped fill in a lot of blanks that weren't really in the music itself. Willoughby Tucker was a character on the last album.
Okay.
But it was like basically the one that A House in Nebraska is about. It's like a lover that had left her. It was a lover that had left her before the album even started on Preacher's Daughter or something like that. Yeah. So maybe they're connected in some way. I don't know anything about the new record.
It probably is though. But it's 10 tracks long. The last couple are 10 minutes and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And both are really Waco, Texas. The closer is really fucking good. It doesn't like overstay its welcome at all for that 15 minutes.
Sick.
But I like it a lot. I'll definitely need more listens on it. But it's got that same kind of haunting vocals on it that Preacher's Daughter did. And she sounds great on it. A lot of cool guitar work on there as well. But yeah, I'm gonna need more listens, but it's very good. I really like a lot of the tracks off of there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got from music.
Leve also released a new single.
Oh yeah.
I believe just called Snow White. Actually, let me double check that. It might be Cinderella. I listened to it once. Yeah, Snow White. Okay. Cinderella's model actress earlier this year. Very different artist, very different songs. But yeah, it was called Snow White. I thought it was a sweet little ballad. It wasn't anything that like blew me away. But like the strings on it sounded amazing. But
Mm.
yeah, kind of like a stereotypical Leve ballad. But it was still a good track though. So far, at least for me, the upcoming record sounds like it's gonna be good, but not quite as like, oh my god, I love this sound like I did with Bewitched. But
Mm.
yeah.
Is this bitch in trench?
What's that?
For the music video, is she in trench?
This bitch in trench is what she said. Well, she is from Iceland, and I believe I would see. I didn't actually watch the video, but I did see her say that it was filmed in Iceland. So it's this
Looks
bitch
like
in
it.
trench. That's crazy.
I gotta listen to it. I'm very excited for the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, but yeah, and then also Claro and Leve were on Hot Ones. I didn't
Oh
watch
yeah,
that, but
it was
that's
actually
really,
a pretty wholesome video. They have a lot of good chemistry together.
that's good. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know
um,
they were like friends like that because I don't think they have any songs together. But yeah, it was cute. I liked it.
yeah, I've watched that. Some media news, the new Spider-Man movie started filming, and it looks pretty peak from a
Mm.
lot of the set videos and stuff that I've been seeing. Um, his suit looks great. They're doing like practical swinging and stuff, which
Oh,
looks sick.
it's like
Um,
the Disney attraction, and Tom Holland's actually up there.
be careful. But you know, looks really cool. I'm very excited for that. It's the same guy who directed Shang-Chi, which I don't think you've gotten
Oh,
to yet.
no, I have not, but
Um,
I remember hearing about the choreography in that movie. Yeah.
yes. Very excited for that. They finished filming The Odyssey, the Christopher Nolan movie, which releases next July. Finished filming.
Mm.
Also excited for that. Um, and then yeah, and then in like world news, well, you know, Texas news. There, Texas is trying
They
to.
do think they are the
Right.
world.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, they are. I don't know if you've seen anything about this, but they're trying to gerrymander the entire state to like kind of negate any sort of democratic sway anywhere.
I've heard
Um,
bits and pieces. Yeah.
yeah, they're trying to pass a bill to like gerrymander. If you don't know what gerrymandering is, it just means like redrawing districts within a state
Mm.
to um it kind of it fucks people over every time
Right.
things are gerrymandered. But it's just like redrawing the districts in a state. But they're trying to do it to where Republicans are able to win every election for everything forever without any sort of worry of Democrats coming through.
Without any sense of democracy, one could say.
Yes, exactly. So the Democratic representatives of Texas have fled the state in order to stop that vote from, you know, taking place
Mm.
at all. And so they you know they fled to Democratic states like Illinois, and
What do you mean by
uh,
fled? Is it like a temporary like thing, or like are
yeah,
they just like
like
okay? I when you said that, I wasn't sure if that's like a we're done with Texas fleeing or something. You know what I
no,
mean?
like they're just like temporarily going away from Texas to you know stop the vote from taking place
Okay.
because they can't do it without everybody there. Um, and so you know they've gone to blue states to you know seek or not restitution, but like seek
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
But they've also been threatened with like you know being arrested and things, which I don't know that there's no legal standing for them to be arrested for fleeing the state. Um, but they hasn't stopped Texas from saying that they're going to do it. Um, and in response to Texas wanting to gerrymander everything, blue states like New York, Illinois, California, you know, all the big blue states are threatening to do the same thing if they go through with it.
But for
Because you know,
Republicans, is that what you're saying?
yeah, just like make sure, like make it so Republican votes don't really fucking count.
Yeah.
Um, which you know, in big blue states like Illinois and everywhere like that, they already kind of don't in a
Yeah.
way because you know cities.
Definitely less
But
so than like Texas. Texas can swing blue sometimes. So
yeah, yeah, Texas has been on the incline of blue as of late, as people start kind of kind of realizing,
Yeah.
but it's just like I'm glad Democrats are try they shouldn't have to fight fire with fire, but it's kind of starting to have to be that way.
Yeah.
um
Which scares me a bit,
and
but yes, it does have
yeah.
to be that way.
Yeah, and so if Texas does it, then it's just it's gonna be some dominoes falling.
Yeah,
Um,
I love that pizza.
same man, more of a Little Caesars guy.
Yeah.
Um, but that's an interesting thing.
Yeah, I don't know if this is across the entire state as well, but I did see something in I think it was like r/teachers on Reddit or whatever, that a lot of schools in Texas now are like absolutely requiring every room to have the Ten Commandments on them again,
Oh,
and also are very much I mean, this is not surprising at all, but like very much enforcing, I guess, anti-trans stuff. So like you got to call the student by the sex that they were given or whatever, their
mm,
pronouns or whatever. Um, and like it's something that's like being enforced very heavily in a lot of Texas schools. I'm not sure if it's the entire state or if it's just a lot of them. But that's like a big thing happening too. Um, yeah.
yeah,
And
loser behavior.
that's absolutely crazy to me. I mean, it should be crazy to anybody, but like having
Yeah,
the Ten Commandments in every public classroom is like, what the fuck? That literally separation of church and state.
but
Where
everybody's a Christian.
right,
Everybody.
exactly, yeah. But yeah, I was seeing some teachers saying like that like they're gonna, well, they have to hang up the Ten Commandments thing and then put like right next to it the whatever is it an amendment that says separation of church and state? Or
I
it's
think
it's
so.
in one of the big documents. I'm forgetting where it is, but they're gonna like quote that right next to it, or whatever on their door, um, and yeah, and I think like some other people are saying like yeah, put some shit up like from the Quran and shit like that too, like put from every
Cool.
Bible source, or Bible equivalent, I should say. Religious text is what I should say. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, teaching in a red state has to be hell if you
yeah,
are a liberal thinker. Um, yeah. So that's interesting thing. I think that's all I've got, other than uh, South Park is just continuing to
yeah,
own the Republicans.
yeah.
Did a whole Charlie Kirk thing this week, and he thinks he's in on the joke, which is really funny. Um, did a Kristi Noem joke, who's I think the director of Homeland Security, and she like killed her puppy or
What
something,
the?
like shot
Oh
her
wait,
puppy.
yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
And they made a whole joke about that in this episode,
good.
where she's just going around shooting puppies the entire time. She shoots Crypto the super dog out of the sky.
Oh man.
Um, and they showed JD Vance as well in this episode, and he's just like this little tiny guy next to Trump, but they both have like their real faces. It's just really funny. Uh, it's just like it's really funny to see. It's insane how little media literacy the right has
Oh
when it
yeah.
comes to like they're making fun of you. You know
Yeah.
that, right? Like it happened with the Boys for a long time, like South Park, Rage Against the Machine. It's like all these things. It's like
Mhm.
you people. I
Yeah,
don't.
there's
I don't know.
like I said, there's one guy I worked with at work who I haven't really talked to as much just because we're in different places now. But he was the guy who was like, oh yeah, I'm a big Trump supporter or whatever. I support everything he does, even though he's like this stoner dude or whatever.
Mm.
But I do also remember him talking about how much he loves South Park, and I am a little interested in how he's been feeling the last few weeks about those two. But just
Yeah,
Trump loves the uneducated, so.
he does.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's all I got. Since you got some.
No, that's all I got too, and we're over an hour into the episode now, so we're good to
All right.
jump in if you wish.
I do wish. I wish upon a star, and I wish that you would tell me what song you're picking.
Wow, you're keeping track this week too. um, yes, I am up first this week. For song of the week, and something that got a little overshadowed from both Tyler the Creator and Koidaka came out right before it. And it was a record that I enjoyed quite a bit, and I think has a lot of really cool stuff going for it. It's that Jim Legacy record, and I wanted to highlight a song off of there. And there's quite a few that have some really good hooks and stuff on here, but I think I'm just gonna go with one that's towards the beginning of that record, and I'm going to go with "Stick" by Jim Legacy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that was "Stick" by Jim Legacy. What'd you think of that, Colin?
It was a nice little vibe. I liked it a lot. His singing's nice on it. I like the production on it. It would yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot to say about it. I liked it.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's a little short.
Yeah,
but it's good. I like it. I like the feeling.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of the best way to describe a lot of the tracks on that album. Like they're short, but they have a really good, solid vibe to them, and like really, I don't know, that one in particular. Like every time I keep revisiting it, I love that, ever since the rain, like that, just super catchy, and I love how like minimal the beat is. It has like, I don't know, it just got like great textures going for it, and I think the flow that Jim does over top of it is really cool. And the singing, like you said, is really tastefully implemented as well into the flows and the lyrics and stuff. I don't know, it's just like a really really solid track that I really have enjoyed coming back to. And I know I mentioned the John Bellion sample a lot of times on here, but
Yeah.
one of the things that also made that so jarring to me on the first listen was because that transition at the end of this song where he's like, we're listening to Jim Legacy, so shut the fuck up, and then it goes right into I don't need a star. And the John Bellion sample. I was like, what the hell? What's going on? It's just a funny transition. But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying that record, and it's one that I think that's got a little overshadowed by all the huge releases. And yeah, it's a really solid record for me. So cool.
Yeah, come ahead to check that one out.
Yeah. What do you feel?
I think I'm gonna stay within the feeling of that song. Go with something off of JID.
Okay.
One of the songs that I liked quite a bit is the second song off of that record as well. I'm gonna go with "Glory" by JID.
All right.
Matter whatever, so meet the pastor. Open the Bible up and read a chapter. I'm trying to free the shackles, my brother.
All right, that was "Glory" by JID or JID. What do you think, Mike?
I thought that was pretty cool. Like you said, JID's always great on the mic. The flows and the energy on that are really, really solid. And I think it's him being at the best of his game in terms of that sort of stuff. I do think it also, and this is kind of a trend I've had with all the singles of this record so far, and all the teasers and stuff, where I've really enjoyed JID's performance, but I don't really know entirely how I feel about the instrumentals. Like they just, I think it's because the instrumentals were so good and so like rich on the Forever story. Like they just, I don't know. It feels a little more, I guess, stereotypical on these tracks, but it's still. I think the beat switch itself was cool. I don't know how I felt about the slight zoom sketch right before the beat switch. I might like it more on future listens, but I think I don't know. I think it's a good solid track though. It's just like when it's JID, I expect like, oh my god, it's so fucking good, mind blowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that I don't think there's any one song that like is mind blowing on here for me, at least. But I think that he's just an impressive artist that I'll keep listening to until he releases something that is unlistenable, which I don't think could happen. But he just the song.
I don't know. He's worked with Eminem multiple times, so it's possible. And Imagine
This is the only
Dragons.
song.
Sorry.
Oh shit! But Arcane's sick, so
Yeah.
this is the only song on the record without an explicit label,
Yeah, I noticed that too.
which is pretty cool. I always think it's cool when people like kind of sample like preachers and like people preaching to into a church and stuff like that, and this does that a couple times. Yeah, just there's a lot of cool lines on here. And it's just one of those that like before I got too tired, I was like, oh, I like that a lot. So yeah, this album also gets bonus points for me because at some point he says Lisan Al Gaib, and I go, oh, hell yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But you know, great song, good song, great album. I recommend it.
Cool. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot too. With the Jim Legacy record, there's a line on there that I think is also really based. I forget which song it's on. Oh no, I think it's on Father on there. But he says some sort of line about he never had a father, but he was never a misskeen, which I'm guessing is just like British for never a little rascal or whatever. But he was on the streets listening to Mitski while rolling up a blunt. And it's like that's based. You don't hear that all the time. And,
Crazy vibes.
Yeah.
Crazy vibes.
Yeah, he's got some vibes to him. But anyways, yeah. Sick. Cool. Well, unless you got anything else to add, we can probably wrap up here.
No, I think I'm all good to go.
Okay, sick. Well, if you're listening on streaming services, we thank you very much. We love you to death, audio listeners. But you can, well, first off, you should rate us 5 stars or whatever on whatever service you're on. But you can also come on over to YouTube where you can see our beautiful profile pictures. I got my EP on there, which I'll talk about more in a second. And Colin's got his new album on there too. Colin, released a Vanish Horizon Scraper recently, and you should go check it out. It's pretty all right.
It was a labor of love, that one.
Yeah. But also on our beautiful our big beautiful BrokeN Boys page, we got links to a whole bunch of stuff. Well, first off, we're under BrokeN Boys, capital N BOYS, if you get confused. But we got a bunch of links in our description to a bunch of stuff as well. One being the Song of the Week playlists, that little segment we just did. We got playlists that coincide with this segment that we've been keeping track of since the very first episode, where we have a whole history of our songs that we have chosen. Yeah, you should go check those out. We got 3 down there. We got one for me, one for Colin, and one for both of us combined. And in those playlists, you can find Glory by JID or Stick by Jim Legacy. Yeah, you should go check those out, along with a whole bunch of other stuff in those playlists, I should also say. Like I said, the whole podcast of stuff there. But not whole podcast. What the fuck ever. But
4 years of music and
thank you. Brain and mouth don't always work. Yeah. But we also have links to some personal stuff. For me, like I said, I have made music under the name Plaintive. I got a new EP out called Cyclicism. You should go check it out. Little bite-sized 20-minute listen. And you should go listen to that, and also my album Coping Mechanism. Yeah. New music soon. Just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. I was in a very creative mood last night, so possibly. I don't know.
Don't get me excited.
Yeah.
Don't edge me.
Yeah. There was a thing. I'm not sure if you watched this is completely off base from our outro right now. But Quadeca did an interview with Fantano last night, and he was talking about because he teased like Vanisher so long ago or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I did that on purpose just because like I like when Travis Scott talks about Astroworld so far in advance, or when these artists when you talk about so far in advance, it's like this album becomes a concept, and like it's like a figment of an imagination. So when it actually becomes real, it builds so much hype, and I know I can deliver on that hype and that kind of shit. which I think is really cool. But so yeah, I'm doing the same thing right now, getting people hyped.
Name it right now.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I got Spotify and Apple Music as well as my Instagram and album of the year page where I rate and review music, and my YouTube page and TikTok and shit like that. And I also have my relation to you, dear viewer, of course, right on the top of my head. Oh gosh. I am at a blank today. You know what? You and I, dear viewer, we're playing mini golf. And you know, I'm not on your team. I'm not like playing golf with you, but I'm like the people behind you. And like you know, you have you, dear viewer, have a lot of people playing on your mini golf hole, so it takes you a second to get by and get you know, to stroke your balls and stuff like that. It takes you a sec to get everyone in there, and I'm just playing mini golf all by myself, and I'm the person behind you, awaiting for you guys to fucking finish up your hole. And that's my relation to you, to your viewer.
Pretty bad for the rest of
Yeah, this is what I get for playing mini golf by myself. And I'm mad at you for taking a long time. I'm just, anyways. Colin over here, he runs our socials. He runs our Twitter page, where he updates when videos are posted, as well as updates everything that needs to be updated. And he also runs our funny little socials pages with TikTok and Instagram, where he posts clips of us having some fun times. And he also has some personal stuff too. He's got an album of the year page where he rates and reviews music, as well as a letterbox where he rates and reviews movies. Yes. Any new movies on there? I don't remember if you mentioned anything.
Yeah, you can go check out my review for Gladiator.
That's right. Yeah, Gladiator. Go check that out for sure. And Colin, what is your relation to our dear viewer?
Well, I'm sorry, Mike, but I'm the reason that it's taking so long, because every time I hit the ball, it just keeps rolling back. Right to where I caught it.
Yeah.
Rolling. Yeah. I love them. And so our dear viewer is having to kind of ghost with me and like take my arms from behind and kind of guide me into getting ball into the hole. And you know, it's just, that's what's taking so long, and I'm really sorry about that.
You better be.
And I'm as a way to make peace. I'll kiss you on the mouth.
Okay.
But it has to wait until we embrace, after you apologize for being so impatient, and after our dear viewers is finished helping me guide my ball into the hole. We will embrace in a nice big hug, with the viewer in the middle, me in front, and you behind our dear viewer. And I'll look you in the eye and I'll say, I'm sorry that I couldn't get the ball in the hole. And you'll say, it's okay, you'll have another chance later tonight. And and that's gonna make me all hot and heavy. I'm gonna have to kiss you right on the mouth.
Yeah.
Right next to our dear viewer's head. And this embrace is what we like to call the love cage. And if you would like your very own love cage, dear viewer, all you must do is drop your address in the comments below, and we will find you. You won't know when, you won't know where, but we will find you and give you your very own love cage. So drop that addy.
Damn
please.
Straight. Yeah, you should do that. And also, I forgot to mention this week, I did watch the new War of the Worlds movie with my neighbors.
Oh no.
I sure did watch that.
Is it a good use of your money, or?
I didn't pay for it. It was on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's literally. I mean, I don't think anyone fucking cares about spoilers. The climax of this movie is an Amazon delivery driver saving the day by delivering a package. So it's very much an Amazon movie. Very bad.
That's
too.
sick. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, it's
Right
funny bad when you're watching with friends, but yeah. That's all I got though.
All right. Well, I'll
All
come
right.
back next week from a riveting commentary on some new movies.
Absolutely.
And I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.